What up? Let's get to it. So the Vikings have fired Ed Donatel. We knew it was coming. It was inevitable. He had to go, right? Right decision by KOC, Kevin O'Connell. Might have been a tough decision, but it was the right decision, right? Defense was horrible, man. Scheme was horrible. Bottom line. Players were not utilized in the best situations, right? To play at their full potential, maximum potential. So it is what it is, man. That's the bottom line, period. But now that Ed Donatel is gone, and once again, best wishes to him and his family. But now that he's gone, Kevin O'Connell cannot make the mistake again. He has to hire the right guy, bring the right guy in for the job. It's numerous candidates, right? I'm going to pick my top 5. So I'm going to make a couple videos, saying who I think the Vikings should get, potential hires, etc. So with that being said, let's start it off. One of the first options, right? Defensive coordinator from the Denver Broncos, Ejiro Evero. Let's get into it. Let's check out some of his credentials, man. Some of the Broncos stats. He has a connection with Kevin O'Connell. They work together in Los Angeles. So there's a connection there, a relationship. They kind of know each other a little bit. So it won't be like hiring a full stranger, someone you don't know, etc. A guy O'Connell has been around, worked with, right? I'm sure knows a few things about. So that's good news right there. Next thing, let's talk about the Broncos defense as a whole. They were ranked 8th in total defense and 16th in scoring defense. Not bad at all, man. Meaning, I'm sure from the stats, they flew around. They were physical, aggressive, man. Talking about 8th in total defense, ranking in the top 10. Above the top 10. Much better than the Vikings were, right? Heavy, man. That's an important stat. Then 16th in scoring defense. That means they're creating takeaways, creating turnovers, right? Flipping the field, changing momentum, giving their offense opportunities, more opportunities to have the football in their hands, man. Put more points on the board. That's what's needed. That's what the Vikings need. But that one stat alone, 8th in total defense, they're right there above the top 10. I don't care what no one says, right? Defense still wins championships heavy. Defense still is key. Even in a pass offensive heavy league now. Defense wins championships, man. Look around. I come back to this a lot. Look at the top teams in the league, in the playoffs right now. The Niners, number 1 D, shutting teams down. Fast, physical, aggressive. Cowboys, aggressive, right? Bills, aggressive like Bengals, etc., man. You have to play defense to win. Your defense has to be good, has to be solid, physical, especially in the playoffs, man. Hands down. Bottom line, no way around it, right? Heavy. He also is a head coach candidate, man. Probably a couple years away from being a head coach, but that right there just says what type of coach he can be, what type of potential he has, what type of leader of men he is, right? Then him mixing in with O'Connell and other staff, I'm sure he would fit right in. I'm sure him working with O'Connell would be appealing to him. Heavy. So he can see the ins and outs of being a head coach, right? But he's a head coaching candidate for a reason. Trust me on that one. Not everybody can be a head coach or will be looked at as potential head coaches, man. Bottom line. Heavy, man. So with that being said, Ejiro Evero is definitely a guy O'Connell needs to look at. You talk about O'Connell needs to make the right decision. He must hit with this one. He cannot miss. He missed with Ed Donatel. Can't afford that again. Defense has to improve. Dead last in damn near every category. Once again, defense has to improve. If the Vikings want to reach the ultimate goal, which is what? The Super Bowl. The defense must get better, man, quickly and swiftly. ASAP. Turn it around. A great candidate, a great guy to start with, man. Ejiro Evero, once again. One of my top picks, should be a top choice for defensive coordinator for the Vikings, man. Younger guy, been around the game, has experience, knows the game, knows how to coach up a defense, obviously from the Broncos stats. Even though they had a horrible year, you talk about wins and losses, but that whole situation was in shambles, right? Heavy, especially from the head coach, Russell Wilson, just the whole team. Minnesota Vikings, right? A different situation, a better situation. So he's not walking into something that's in shambles and turmoil. He's walking into a good situation and around good players with good talent, and he could potentially be coaching for a good team, man. The Vikings are right there. Just a few minor fixes, man. Just a few minor changes, improvements. They're right there heavy. We saw it this year. Once again, man, Broncos defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero, a potential choice for Kevin O'Connell. Whoever he picks, he must pick the right guy. And there's a few of them out there. Heavy, man. Let's get to it. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments. Should they go with him or someone else? Heavy. Feedback is much appreciated, man. Let's get to it. Big SKOL here, man. I'm on the grind here heavy. Oh, me. Oh, me. I ain't got no picture, you hear me? SKOL like that. Heavy.